Hi there. Question for today for us to ponder on is, are we thinking thoughts that are very much about survival and getting through the day and dealing with problems, which means we're caught in the fear trap? Or are we thinking thoughts that are more about connecting with others, finding more peace, finding more joy, which means we're moving more towards love? So today's topic, it's going to be a deep dive into what I call the core wound. This is something that I've come to over the years, and I'd like to share it with you. And if it helps, great. So the core wound, what do I mean by the core wound? I see it as something that as humans on our journey, when we come into physical form, this spiritual beautiful part of us that comes into this physical form, it takes on in some schools they call it karma, but that's just a word. But we take on the conditions of our genetic forefathers and mothers, our family life, where we grow up, all of that. And in that process, what I've discovered is that for most of us who come in as males, there will be a strong dynamic with our mothers. Sometimes it's a beautiful, positive thing and it's very nurturing and wonderful. And sometimes it's not like that. But that will set up our pattern, our story for future relationships. And so whatever we don't get sorted in our early life, and we all have missing bits of the puzzle, then we're going to go into relationships and we're going to try and unconsciously, automatically, unknowingly, try and put those pieces of the puzzle in place so that we see the whole picture, which is a picture of growth, opportunities, love, expansion. So as males, I found that it's always got to do, when you really boil it down, that our issues, if we're in a heterosexual situation, our relationships are going to be about trying to resolve any conflicts or missing parts from mother. Now if we're female, it's going to be the other side. So females, we come into the world as if a woman is, child is born as female and going to grow up to become a woman, she's going to inevitably have issues around father figure, or the father, whether he was there or not. Okay, so these are what I call our core wounds, meaning that sets the base for this pattern, this unconscious stuff that we have in our life. And so when we go on in life and then we pick a partner, those same issues, unresolved, incomplete things that our soul has said, that's what I want to learn about, that's what I want to experience, they're going to keep coming back to us. So whether we're in a straight relationship or a gay relationship, it still plays itself out. So in other words, we're going to have to see it as one of two ways. Are we here just to live a comfortable life, to survive, which unfortunately most people strive just to see life as that and try and get through as that? Or are we here to grow? And again, it's my own opinion that our soul actually says, I'm here for growth. I'm here to expand. That means I'm going to have to hit some bumpy parts in life. I'm going to have experiences that are not that much fun. They're going to be painful. They're going to be difficult. And they'll usually reflect back to this missing bit that we had from our parents. You might ask, well, does that mean as a male, what about our father? Yeah, we can certainly have issues with father figures. And as a female, what about our connection to our mother? Yeah, we can have issues with that too. But I've just found that the core essence usually comes from an incompletion as males with mother. And I'm in no way criticising our parents. They did the best they can do with what they had from their parents, and on back through the generations it goes. And we're all trying to find this completeness inside us. So if we've got core wound issues, and we have, and we're aware of them, then we can look back and go, okay, I can see that in relationships I'm trying to find the missing bits. So as males, where's the motherly energy in our life? We're trying to find it inside of us, and we do that on the outside by having relationships, intimate or close relationships with females, so we can complete the mother missing bits. And for females, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pick relationships, experiences with males that are designed to complete and resolve stuff that's happened with our fathers or father figures in our life when we were just in that first 7 years of our life. So that's something for you to think about. It's quite a deep subject, and I will talk more about it in future videos. But I found it really helpful to get to the foundation level of what that means. So I hope that's been helpful for you. I wish you a fulfilling and happy life. And when your time comes, which we will all face, when it's time to leave this world, a peaceful and beautiful transition onto eternity. Many blessings.